All right. So I've been pondering, and I've been with the little crystal. You know what I'm saying? It's not really crystal. It's a mineral salt. It's a crystal. It's the same thing, really. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. But so I want to talk about being mature, right? Maturation and all that shit. Um, See, being mature is a lot of different. It's different levels to being mature. And you think about life. Everybody go through different life experiences. Culturally, a lot of people go through similar experiences. In different parts of the world, people go through different type of experiences. Even though a lot of them are very similar, they branch off like a tree, right? There's a lot of different species of trees. There's a lot of different type of trees, kinds of trees. But at the end of the day, they're all rooted and they're all growing and they're all trees. So where am I going with this? So I'm going somewhere. Let me see. So what I'm trying to say is that we all have to grow, and we all have to grow in different ways, right? If we become acclimated to our environment, but we don't want to be a product of our environment, but we want to be acclimated to our environment. See, that's a big part of being mature, because when you go through different life experiences, and nobody might experience the same thing exactly what you experience, because what you go through is uniquely catered to yourself and your own awareness. And what you have to understand is that to be mature, it means that it's a little bug. It means that basically you're gonna have to accept yourself and your own life experiences for what they are, and you won't let those experiences define you, or let those experiences tell you who you should be or how you should react, right? Because life it's not about what happens to you. Life about how you respond to what happens to you. Life not about your downfalls. Life about how you rebound from your downfalls. Life not about your challenges and your obstacles. Life about the obstacles you overcame. Life is about the challenges that you had defeated, right? That's why everybody wants to be in triumph. Everybody wants to live in their own triumph. And it's not about somebody else's triumph when it comes to your own life obstacles. It's about your triumph. It's about how you overcame what you were going through. You gotta notice the things that bother you, reoccurring patterns, right? You gotta think about the things that you keep dealing with on a consistent basis. You gotta think about how you can stop those things, right? You want to stop those cycles. You want to overcome those challenges. You want to be able to dig deep in yourself and not allow those things to affect you, right? That's how I come on, bro, Mr. Bug. You don't want those things to stop you, right, in your journey. You want to be able to overcome those things. So I don't want to sound like a broken record right now. I think what I'm trying to say, if I want to hone in on it more, zoom in on it, it's about you got to think of a strategy, right? You got to think about a good strategy, how you want to attack something. Like, let's say that you're always late to something, right? I got family, they're always late to certain things. It's something that's wrong with the schedule, right? But what's a schedule, right? If you think about schedules in terms of time, in your own time, I always say everybody has their own time. Everybody's on their own time. If I'm ready to go for something that's at 7 p.m. and it's 3 p.m., I have more than enough time. If I fit things into that time frame, and I'm not aware of how long those things that I fit in between that time frame are, or how much of my time is going to take, or how much of somebody else's time is going to rub into my time, that might make me run out of time. That might make me be unprepared. It might throw me off of my own peace, right? Throw me off my own energy. These are things that you got to strategize for, because they say life is strange with twists and turns, right? And if you don't know how to approach certain things, you're always going wherever life's taking you, that's one strategy. That's a legitimate strategy. They say be like water, right? But again, this is why I say you have to strategize. You don't have to think well in advance, but you had to have principle that you're standing on. Because life is about the principles. So a lot of things is about the principles. When people believe in morals and ethics, that's about principles. When people believe in certain religions and different practices, cultural practices and stuff, that's about principles. So you have to think about how those principles affect you, how it affects others, your loved ones, the people that are closest to you, whether you feel very strongly about them or not, at least the people that's very in the close proximity to you. These are the types of things you have to learn, and you have to develop through these things. And that's what's going to take you to maturing in the way that you need to mature for yourself, right? You don't want to stay stagnant and remain in the same mind frame, like mind state, in your whole life. If you think about one of the worst times in your life, whether you want to think about those times or not, I tend to think about them even if they were, really terrible, but that's just me. But if you think about those times, you probably feel like you were stuck, right? You probably feel like there was nothing you could do. You probably feel like there was nothing that was gonna that's gonna come out of that situation, and you probably think that you rather had not experienced it at all. That's a trigger for you. That shows that it's something that you could learn from that situation, and that in that time period while you were going through that experience, you were stagnant. Your mindset, it wasn't building. There was no maturation. So I'm speaking now not like some type of guru or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just getting my thoughts out to the people that's gonna listen, and I hope this resonates with certain people, and I hope that you could get a lot out of this. This is really just for you guys, to be honest.